This is John Black, Super Chemist. It's official. I lost my book. I had 3 chapters done. I mean, it was just the first, outline. It wasn't, first draft. It wasn't like it was perfect or whatever. But that was 8 hours of work. I was going to read the first chapter on here, but I can't now. I had it on 2 computers and 2 flash drives, and they're all deleted. But whatever. Yeah, the first 2 chapters are short. The first one is basically just me being kidnapped, and the second one is basically a descriptive type paragraph about the setting, surroundings of my new cage or my new home. Uh, so they're probably only, in the third chapter, I really only got into a couple pages of it. So I probably only lost about 25, 30 pages of work. And it only took me about 6 to 8 hours. The book's already written. It's just written in my head. So it didn't take long. There's no hesitation in between writing. It was just monotonous as heck because it's basically like me giving you a book. Here's a book. I want you to copy it word for word, and you have to copy it word for word. That's basically what I'm doing. It's so monotonous. Anyways, I don't know if you're following me on my main channel, John Black Super Chemist. You see that in the last week I've got two videos canceled. If I get 3 videos canceled in a 3-month period, meaning the next 3 months, if I get one more video canceled, that'll be 3. They will delete my channel. I wanted everyone to understand that, these arbitrary deletions of videos, YouTube does not allow chemistry experiments on their site. That's the whole deal. Everyone is like, why did they cancel? Why did they delete my video? My chemistry video. Well, that's why. All chemistry videos, all of them, if they have experiments, they are not allowed on YouTube. That's a fact. Okay, but someone has to flag it and tell YouTube. YouTube isn't going to go around and look at 5 billion videos that are put up every day to see which ones are doing chemistry experiments, right? So they do not allow them at all. So people can't complain and say, like I was complaining, why they cancel my video? Because they don't allow chemistry on here. It's that simple. YouTube is a bunch of book burning pieces of garbage. Okay, they might as well just, because basically, they're an American. When I say American in this video, I mean United States. They're an American company, and one of the biggest things about America is we want our guns and we want our freedom of speech. Those are the 2 main things that we want and that we're about. You know what I mean? And book burning, that's something from the 1800s. You know what I mean? You don't have book burning today. Not in America. You would be considered a terrible terrorist. You'd be considered like you went out and just started book burning. You know what I mean? And yet YouTube is the biggest book burn. I didn't think people book burned anymore, but they're basically just book burning. If you have information in a book or a video and you destroy that book or the video, that is book burning. You don't have to actually have a physical book in flames. You know what I mean? Book burning just means you're trying to eliminate and get rid of certain information. Okay, and that's basically what YouTube is doing. An American company doing one of the 2 main things that America is against doing. They're doing it. They cannot be any more un-American. And I mean, I don't know how else to say it. They're book burning, for God's sakes. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for it to allow any person to just flag a video. And well, I can't even say that. That's what I kept thinking. Well, they're just letting anyone flag a video and then they delete it. No, they're not doing that. They're against chemistry. They don't want people doing chemistry. I don't know why. You know, well, I know why. It's because people are idiots, and they have to hate and they have to be prejudiced against someone or something or some group, where they're just not happy if they're not discriminating against someone. You know what I mean? And that's what this is all about. You know what I mean? If you're learning chemistry, then you must be a terrorist or a crystal meth, a drug manufacturer. You know. So I started up a channel called on BitChute. Um, I'm already started it. I have to figure out how to put videos up though. So if anyone follows my channel over, my experiments, and they want to continue, I suggest you go to BitChute. At least there they won't be erased. Like I'm putting all my stuff in categories. You know what I mean? I got hydroxides, carbonates, alkyl halides, alcohols, carboxylic acids, oxidizers, reducers. You know what I mean? And my playlist, I'm trying to organize this so it's like kind of like a chemistry book. You know what I mean? Except with videos. I'm putting all this time and effort into this organization and doing these videos, and they're not even allowed on YouTube. Even though I've had many college people and hobbyists say how, it's so nice because a lot of people, they will not even chemists, they're not going to do a lot of these experiments, and, they want to learn about it because they're chemists, for God's sakes, or it's their hobby. So I would hope that my two channels about not experiments, but learning chemistry, like book learning, and this channel here, John Black Super Living, they're kind of all tied together to one link. So I don't know I don't know if they cancel the one channel or they all get canceled or what, but I don't think they would cancel these two channels, even if they did cancel the one where I do experiments. But I really hate YouTube now. I'm very against book burning. I mean, it's just, I don't understand. It just reminds me of some cult or whatever, or some dictator. Anytime you hear book burning, you hear a dictator or some kind of cult, uh, you know, being crazy, basically, burning all the books. Um, I did want to talk, since I have time here, I'll go over real quick about my first two books I'll be publishing myself. One is about a YouTuber who does chemistry experiments. I'm actually the main character of the book. And he gets kidnapped, or I get kidnapped, uh, by the cartels or by some gang or something, and they shove me into a underground building, and there's conflict between me and people, and there's friendships that I form, because I'm down under this ground in this building for a long time. Things happen. Do I die at the end? Do I get out? I don't know. I don't want to give up too much of the book. But that's basically it. They kidnap me because they want to get a good method for making crystal meth. The people that they were getting their chemicals off of, they had to kill them all because of, some kind of altercation between the two organizations, and now they don't have those precursors, and they need someone to tell them how to, do a different method where they can just get precursors from the store, or they don't have to rely on other people. The second book is actually a book within the book. It's just a story, the first book. The second book is about how to make certain chemicals. The third book I'm working on is a book for children. I thought maybe if, chemists have kids, they're probably going to want their kids to be interested in chemistry. And it's a story about the metal people and the non-metal people. Okay, and I have it to the left side of the periodical chart is the sinister side, the S side, the left side, the evil side. Metals come from dirt. Dirt people come from dirt. On the right side of the periodical chart, there's oxygen. There's all things that float usually. You know, oxygen, fluorine, bromine. Even though it's a liquid, it it tries to be a gas so much. Um, so I'm thinking of those as heavenly bodies. As they're the sky people in the castle, in the sky castles. And then you got the nobles, the royalty. Those are the noble gases. And I'll give, like King Helium. You know what I'm saying? And basically, it's a story about a land where you got the metal people and you got the sky people, and they hate each other. There's prejudice against each other. Sky people are like the metal people come from dirt. They have, I don't know how to incorporate the electrons in, but they have one or two rocks or electrons or bills that they're trying to give us. You know what I mean? And we're heavenly. We float. We ain't in the ground like dirt. And we're willing to take, you know, or and then the metal people are looking at the sky people like they're garbage because um, I really haven't got the whole. I just thought of this book recently. But anyways, there's going to be prejudice between both sides, and eventually a metal man and a sky woman, or vice versa on the genders, get together and form a salt. And it, comes down at the end of the book how they shouldn't be prejudiced, that if they would just stick together, you know what I mean, metal and that non-metal make a salt, that they would be almost like royalty, you know what I mean? They'd have their octet, and I'll make it into a story type thing, a love story. Anyways, those are the first three books that I will actually print out a book and get an ISBN number and actually publish it. But I'll probably be selling it on my own site. But anyways, I wanted to get something up and also complain about YouTube. Tell how un-American they are. So anyways, since I got 2 videos within a 3-month period deleted or banned, I can't put any videos up on the other channel for 2 weeks. But I will put a video on that channel, telling you exactly how to get on BitChute, and maybe I'll put it in the description of this video too. I should have made a JBSC, but I screwed up. I wasn't thinking. So anyways, if you want to get on there and stay, BitChute is not as good as YouTube, I'll tell you right now, but I say give them a chance because they're new, you know what I mean? Their main page, it says, hey man, we started this up, because we're sick and tired of YouTube censoring everybody. So, I mean, they are for not censoring crap. I mean, unless it's so ludicrous, you know what I mean, that, I mean, you can't just shoot someone in the head and put it on YouTube, or, but if it's normal, like chemistry or whatever, they don't want to censor anything like that. They're not into censoring information that's, about science or any kind of, information. So anyways, maybe give them a chance. Like I said, they're new, so the longer they're on and the more people they got, they can update and, get the kinks out. I say give them a chance over YouTube, especially if you're into science. Chem players over there, like astral chemistry's over there. Anyways, y'all have a good day, and always remember, life is what you make it, so you make it great. Don't let YouTube screw you up. You do what you have to do to make things great.